Now, markets have reacted rather sharply to today's developments. For more on this, we turn to Moshe Lander. He is a senior lecturer of economics at Concordia University. He joins us live again in Montreal. So, Moshe, thanks again for being there. So, the S&P 500, the Dow, the TSX, they closed in the red today. I was kind of trying to look at the exact numbers, but down. Do you think it's enough of a slide to get Donald Trump's attention?
No, but there's still lots of space for him to realize the error of his ways. If you look at where the New York stock exchanges are, they're down about 10% since he was elected. They were maybe a little frothy to begin with, but I don't think that he would view it as being frothy. And so I would think that maybe another couple of bad days, and that's going to be the type of thing that he's going to say, okay, I think we maybe need to talk.
Well, it's interesting you say that because according to Reuters, Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary on a Fox show said, we might meet Canada and Mexico in the middle. Maybe we'll announce that tomorrow. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I mean, do you know? I mean, what could that mean? Are they already signaling that there could be a backing off? But we should always caution that the Commerce Secretary and people around Trump can say one thing. What the president does, it can just be totally different.
Yeah, let's remember that he said that it was going to be day one that he was going to bring the tariffs in. And here we are 3 months later, and we're finally getting around to it. So what does tomorrow mean? You're talking, what does meet in the middle mean? I don't know what tomorrow means. And so, look, he's got to realize at some point this was a very bad move, and it is going to rebound back on the U.S. badly. I don't think that it's the prime minister's comments today that's going to make him rethink. He's a business person at the end of the day. And if he sees that it's wiping out billions of dollars in profits for companies, if he's getting the earful from the people who were sitting behind his family at the inauguration, that's the type of thing that would make him sit up and say, all right, maybe I need to reconsider this. But I don't think that he cares one lick about what's going on in Canada. And I don't think that he cares either what's happening to his consumers, whether they're suffering. It hasn't even been in effect for 24 hours. There's no way they could be seeing the bad effects. It's the stock market that's going to be the first to give him the heads up that something's not right.
At the press conference, Justin Trudeau said he believes that these tariffs are not about reducing the flow of fentanyl, that this is a false premise, or about the border more generally. This is really about Donald Trump trying to crush the Canadian economy in an attempt to force us to become the 51st state. Do you agree with him?
To some extent, yeah, the first part is definitely correct. It has nothing to do with fentanyl and immigrants. That's why he's quickly moved away onto other conversations about the banking sector, about the agricultural sector. I think that Trump has been consistent for 40 years in the public spotlight that he does not like trade agreements. He is misguided into thinking that it's a zero-sum game, so that if somehow Canada is doing well from trade, then it must be that the U.S. is suffering. And so what he's hearkening back for is some sort of reversion towards the 1980s, where he needs to see things being built. And so if you have factories and you have pollution coming out of those chimney stacks, then that's a sign of strength. And the fact that those things aren't really going on the way they used to, in his memory, must mean that somehow America has been weakened, and therefore Canada must be taking advantage of him. I think that's what's guiding most of this. And I feel bad for him because he's clearly wrong in the way that he thinks about trade. It's not zero sum. It's that in order for free trade to work best, both sides have to gain. And that's been true in the North American experience, including Mexico, for the last 25 years.
Ask CBC has had dozens of questions come in from viewers since Trump's announcement, and we'd like to just put a couple of them to you if we have the time. So here's the first one. This is from Robert Melman. What effect will tariffs have on the price of Canadian homes? Good question.
It's actually going to drive them higher. I saw in your previous conversation there from BC that the lumber industry, of course, is going to be affected. The likely outcome for the lumber industry is that there's going to be scale backs in production. And so the fixed costs that are involved in coming up with all of the lumber products is going to have to be spread over a smaller number of products. And that's going to increase the cost then for home building. And of course, that cost is going to get passed on to home buyers. So the bad news is if you're looking to get on the housing market, this is probably not helpful. If you are a homeowner, though, you're probably going to find that your existing home will go up in value merely because the entire housing market is going to see this increase in housing prices. So again, one person suffering might be another person's gain here.
Moshe, thank you. Moshe Lander is a senior lecturer of economics at Concordia University, and he joined us today from Montreal.